Miguel Vergara.
Vergara
Ball
in the
outside.
box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Next offering is in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like
1-2.
I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the dirt, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
And they'll do it again. Rios off of first with 2 away. Tap back to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that'll do it. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Cougars with the lead 1-0. Omar Mejia, the next Giant to hit.
The second baseman, Omar Mejia.
The pitch. That one's
That's high, that's
upstairs,
a ball.
ball one. Ball one.
Well, these Giants need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0
That
extra
missed,
base
that's a
hits in
ball.
the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Right through there for a strike.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff
That's low.
walk.
Ball 4.
And that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Donnelly in the box now. Take strike 1.
0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ball
That's
1
a ball.
there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's
in,
off
ball.
the inside edge. And that's ball 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground, 2 ball. Perez. On a second, they get 1.
That's
Back
an
to
out.
first, and that is a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute. Right there, really nice footwork and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Felipe Arturo, the next Giant to hit. First
Ball.
pitch misses. 2 out, space is empty. Next
That's a ball.
offering is down low. Wouldn't
Ball,
chase that
that's it.
time. Charlie Leverett hitting on deck circle. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Hey.
3-2 now.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground, Perez gets it to first. That's the third out. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Kiki Castaneda. Here comes a pitch. That one a little bit high. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Andy Bird preparing to come on if needed. Alez also throwing. Headed down the line. Connor flying after this one. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Kicks and deals. Fought off foul. Ripped to right. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Gregorio Acevedo. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Throws across the diamond, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter number 50.
Here's the second baseman, Frank Perez.
Frank.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
At the belt and fires. That's in there. That's strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's outside. Line drive, base hit right field. Castaneda headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline. One down. And here's the first baseman, Giancarlo Alfonso. 1 for 2. This one in the air right field. Sizes this one up. Connor grabs it on the run.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Bud Jeffries.
Bud Jeffries will hit next. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Perez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Reggie Whitman. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
And that one hammered. That's back. In comes the run from third. And they're up by 3. And that's a 2-out double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Henry Wood is done, and the line not closed on him. So
Now
they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot,
Number
Thomas
47.
Small.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Small.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now at the plate, Corey Rios. And that's in for a strike.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Late on that fastball.
More and more guys are
0-2.
looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We're through 5. The Cougars out front 3-0. And we're back.
Leading off
All
for
set
San
for the top of the
Francisco,
6th.
the
Now,
center fielder,
Charlie Leverett.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fastball for a strike. Leverett measures 5 feet 10 inches. 34-year-old vet, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
Ball.
Just missed. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Right
And a
to.
swing and a miss.
Well, he went inside
1
a
and
couple
2
of
is the count.
times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right
No, that
to
missed.
it, and
That's
then
the ball.
extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 ball, no strikes.
The Giants trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one lifted in the air center field. Acevedo brings it in. And digging in for San Francisco, Richard Connor. Fastball for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really
That's a
important
ball.
to getting back into this ball game.
1-1.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Leverett stands at first with 1 out. Out to center. Acevedo under it. He's got it.
Now batting, third baseman, Pete Avilar.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Avilar. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there.
He's in
Safe
there.
at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. The Cougars have the advantage, 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Randy Valentine. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his. That's a base hit.
Third baseman number 2, Miguel.
Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vergara.